Gomez, aye, sexy Vida when you're baby queen. Nikuna, some company from my concurrent Ganemo, I didn't copy bedroom honor. Never sexy Vida, woo, and Komobi Baba Top on 10 and Uncle Phoebe Blake, Clemuse, a ye Gomez, no, and I share a yes sexy Vida, na so one woman, and a namswa, sexy Vida, will be our womb con. Doctor Semen will be now will be ma, will be Timeu. Now, what you met here, Bema, say was a woman in tea, or sa when you move be Musa when you're tosudu. Edi ama Gomez namso ama wewi. Nano ena busia first time after the death of sexy Vida no Gomez aba bonten abedi nkomo se ono no wan kan che sexy Vida se won emfama no debi na sexy Vida na na adwen so obewo di ama ne se ne be ya wo betimi atwe Gomez no edna sifa akon se onko baabi a entesa ne se wan fama na obekọ baabi nto ono ne de se ne nkofo bo ni din se ono ne force sexy Vida se won woman no enye ono na mu sexy Vida na na adwen so obewo ede amano na wabo ono Gomez no atenase abusia yanko nsem no nchirimu emra hagusie ke black media
come on see me throw me points in it down.
Okay.
Okay. What the parameters?
I'd put your mommy cars and say, one example is, say, Oba most of the time, Oba binya nanka nensumu egina ewo ne nchen. Se bia ne makwa aware so ye be ma o obinya nanka ebia ne babbe ma no de ne yira befie ne obinya but sa oba na kasa so kwa aware a ompese ne kunu ebeye maame na me papa edo ye one natural ana oba bia nso mpese ne babbe ma oba ebe gira nenim akeka nsem bi to say for example say bi na me bua o me na me ye o se bi na me ye o se entu ko be ga nka ne baba ma no enye nyina so na ofanko ware oba ebe trend fie basa oba na so emfa ho say that thing na on person ye be kasa kire de baba ba no obetumi akasa sa kire no kunu na eno so no enhye dania ade bi a eye boni o eye ade a eyesu eda ho a osesa na enyi ada third one say ema wo fie one say ema wo fie ba ne ma be ma ne prapra fie ho a ema ne wo ho no bube fu be ba ne sa de no ama oba no aye o sei da wo na opra no mu bu fu sa oba no utra ye kura mpa o betwa o mko akwaje be ma ne firi wo oba de sa de no aye be ma no belebele and so oba bia so benya na kwa ware be ma sa be ma ne yesa no ma ne ma no I added them to an outreach campaign a few minutes ago. And mostly though the emma bi say edu kwan say emma timinya sa privilege was sa be ma no ono a epe and so say be ma kro no sa koyema oba etimi be ye problem ma sa oba ne say adenti da we dey why ne sa into the mama card of the car no
but coming pacho I'm so glad it says it's here internet about then you to me basu to voice out of opinion especially omomo outside na Ghana to me a voice once a new message so we are say ubetimi akoware maybe you babra betimi ubetimi a doctor betimi make huge amount na ne yere oba once I say IT aba maybe ono kra before no Brahman making maybe 100,000. No, no, every channel making maybe 200. Into we ask the same baby into say Brahma Bay say no and shada and hold this up. It's yes, a fact. Maybe Brahma. I make sure say me Brahma clean bathroom. My money cleaning, my money like me, I treat him me train the way I want to be treated. But only like oko out and it's like sometimes like I say me feel say my train is such a way Oma Emma Fanusu because he's so kind. because mama no I smart like oh yeah baby no you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't treat a woman like that, you have to do this for a woman because me much train the way I me per se you know obey your way. And I think it's all baby and I said to me these days no you to me training and man the way we want to be treated you know instead of us say breme you say or so by say and all that you know.
Yes, and then these things and they are there. You know, these kids they learn from home. Yes, charity begins at home. What I say, they learn you know, directly or indirectly. Because he say who say ne papa ne mama nete. Ne papa edubu any die. Can I say the man ne maame so the ni die oba no e ma so ofi ha ne ma wo say like both and cranning in both girls and you know yeah who say odo ofi ho who said the your mama ne papa esiti ofi ho mo yisi o mo ne ma they learn who nya so better na say papa brother menchos said he see do oba yisi treat oba because they have learned, they have seen, they have experienced. Who said ne mame treaty ne papa. Who said ne papa treaty ne mame. It comes automatically.
Oba I say so when you aduane at least kids no oba like we hear oba you kitchen no ye aduane katsena ne nchen woni ne nkomo na oba no kran who's at least never panesa we dey
papa lord obetimi abemo e dey eja ye di nkomo anytime you person opo
some question very quick.
Okay.
Flo, maybe some question say at times they be why would me feel say ebia Emma be suit me fa the kindness no somehow Emma to so so you're too kind to the sense that at times who say be almost fan so kakra. How to me yourself feeling now?
Yes, but I communication, but things as Obani Bremer, you have to, especially Bremer, or you have to tell, okay, maybe me, I'm trying to, you know, may way to, you know, to help you. So don't take advantage of my kindness.
Why maybe something I would me feel is Obano.
I think that my channel was like I say like let me give you one example. He was like when he was in college, you know, the girlfriend by Koyan is like I saw say like every time I complain say oh every time your Spanish on koto eduanem and so like it got to a point that he got tired of it. Well, and because of that, you know, they broke up.
Okay, Biba flow. No, could you quite maybe say a day na Obama girlfriend, yeah, who say, and now Obani Susu say, or Fanis. You're not going to brain.
Yes, because sometimes I say it too much. But then another thing is that there was a good part. It do things that he has to do for me now. The girl was motivating him to do things for me too. Well, about the Mother's Day, about my birthday, like they have to come home, yeah, baby, yeah. I thought it was, you know, give and take.
Exactly. It could be say and penny me and the almost yeah, and some experience and not display. Being an African mother, no one say I see, say fathers, but it be our ban, a bad was no. Maybe I don't know who said it. None many papa cry see because I have home for that's what they do.
Yes,
that's what they do. They do it.
He's very pampering. He's very protective. He's very very.
I want to African woman no. We've been saying the room the smash my massa, you know. We'll say, but no, mamma.
If you me prison or distracting if you for
me me the all kind of what it's nothing. It's nothing.
Movie and I'm so with the staff mission.
What was salvation? Papa Lord is so about my father.
Now why not the daycare on daycare? Ebusia kwaba. I Papa Lord. Ade pa ho na nkwala na ye dede na na.
Eti na mami uti me hono.
Okay. Where there? Once again, match here at here for a while. You be a can be I no cray. Say me about flow can be say a brass no cray. But a brass I never say you know be brain no so no you refi. Excuse me to say fapim. Person me busa kwame say kwame. Me pese o ma me in your own unim die mu no aware e wo blueprint ana say aware ni blueprint pa na dey say you see that architect be draw blueprint na you see that aware the fapim pa the purpose of marriage here then because me feel say entiasiene ni ho sa na marriage e fail these days.
We only said the purpose of marriage, the union between the two couples, and that two couples, you know, omono ti omo ho ase a omo na wa really be unique.
Okay.
From other because obi our really unique, but also more me na motimo omo ho ase.
Thank you. It is based on our definition, you know. And then generation near your high. And then I say Ubia society are done engineers of marriage. Based on Onipano or no send on no fees I was our ye orchestrate our ye and as a saying ye worry.
So Ubisami
Busao.
Oh, Pachania Busami BM.
Say it is Neoka, you know, say our rear Nipam, you know, so Mobetio Mohuase, right? Which is the two parties involved.
Yeah.
My next question to you is then why is it that society, you know, you're done engineers and they say you're planning our rear, how our rear should be handled. Now you're generalizing the cast across board for everybody.
Say, you know. Obia echre die bema ya echre so oye okun papa ene de oba ya echre so oye oba anasa oye papa by based on foundation of marriage na mdi kan ekai ene say se momu mienu na momu ware no se munya se mo ho ase edom ho a Momo de be a bit my odd, but because of interest or door no peace of mind. But the moment tonight is all because of society near the idea a be munas more your madras more adopt to anything outside the normal understanding. Any mumu peace and on the problem a be bremo. Meanwhile, so maybe the same thing so cause will be the musune okay. That's just my kind of idea. That's all my career na.
Wonya call na she.
Ya be me nya call me wa how.
Okay, o person o ma submission dem ma submission.
Di na nya she o ya shower dross.
Se me nye ma dwe se me beka. Me nye ma dwe se me beka ya no dia me she.
Mate. You be for she no.
O de wo.
Overall, me feel say me submission me can me feel say we should support our rear than say you be disintegrate our rear and say you be criticize our rear. And everybody has a part to play. Yeah, and as a community, you know, we are quick to find everything wrong with obese situation or woman. But we are not supportive enough. Say, every partner will say, at least also the NIA come na talk also because I say, yeah, to I'm a divorce, our reject be normal. I'm at the generation behind is impacting children. Even adults, they can't handle it. And the suicidal thoughts in Kuala go through, parents go through. Many baby will be at the and I mean Krobia Meteso there. It's crazy. With the cases and then Nyoma based on sa and some way in it's a very healthy topic, but also no, we as a community, TikTok as a community, we should support it, whereby we should encourage people to practice and stay in a healthy relationship.
Share, mami misa wasem. So what I say, we should encourage people to stay in, their marriages. A quite best. And so we'll be our facing challenges. It be our own team overcome. It be our seeking counseling. From several departments, from the church, from wherever. Na untumia obey. That's all. Then obey.
So the American say assembly anywhere you deal to any janka. Every problem is resolvable. The only difference they say is one only partner person will resolve it, and your approach is really, really important. Assembly anywhere will be back as assembly.
But what's in the partner person or resolve it?
Person can't say no approach is important.
Nipa no person what kind?
Nipana like asem krona mo pese mo kana your approach is very, very important. I say nipa you go do bebre ohun oni obi swan ya ohun take your time to know the person. Nipa no obi
good morning Papa Lord, good morning. But what person okay she is a person wa ban patch why ma say important.
Problem no say again no assembly anywhere e wo we say ayen to me nka assembly e betumi aka but approach is important. Eya na ekwan bebre so no eya na nipa bi mu fi say minimi kunu wa asem a me de kodan obi a ukodwanto obi beka bia mi kunu beti ana me yiri beti but obi so ha utu sa na mo ne pe no ohun se wakogu nani ma se wa bonten omudo be free nimu but on kan kire
na me bo why do you think say or baby be free fee e dey na asema koto osofo and I say be a counselor be enim? Why do you think say or baby be too sa anamon?
Because obano remember obano be too sa anamon no and they say mean you so oba per se it could be oba betumi a bema. It's because the person
exactly thank you for the correction. Thank you.
The person in your open minded say obesisa na approach no. So we dey before kasem now when you well and say be next time we fail before can it will always yield the same results. Life you will keep on dealing with the same thing until say we try sa ade no abrabo na yen so hwe so worry now failure until whatever worry bioma e begina no it means you keep on doing something wrong. Even parenting, relationship and come out you obi di you tune na woni obi kasa. And if you keep on doing the same thing, you keep on yielding the same results until say we nipa no why you say obesesa we approach no.
Well, if I show me to maybe a question.
Oh, can say obusa me nuaba.
Okay. Don't you think so maybe your society and the way we deal with our problems instead of looking for professional help usually like say what say you call the software and downfall maybe we should educate people to like there are other options out there besides the people in our community.
Yes. I'm a firm believer when it comes to that. If you need help, seek a professional help.
Mm-hmm. I think that we don't do enough of that in our society.
But me bo. Oh, yes, if Papa bra.
Obeba back. I'm saying the network in the house.
Okay, patch up bra. Oba, the best of the
me bra penny no.
Oh, bra. Okay. Let me be said. Say our real and I said marriage go through crisis. I was a nipa ba ko na seeking for counseling and I said nipa mienu ya.
Nipa mienu, but there's a trick to it. Our real one, a drew baby no be akoma yedin. So one internally one only nipa no and the limo difference among nipa na akoma ma for more. Bibi anyone wo kan nipa no ebe ye adwuma. Eno nye obi na be free abonten be ba be addresses ade na ma. Anytime I say your approach, nobody knows a partner better than who nipa na won anything.
Na sorry. And if it's a professional, so who could seek professional counselor. Also, most of the time, it's an individual way. Well, then you try to sort yourself out, and you find the root cause of your problem before you bring in your partner. And first, also, be your home. Most of the time, we are dealing with our own issues as well. So first, you have to seek help before you bring in, your partner.
Okay, and also other than seeing a professional, say be a licensed therapist and as a marriage counselor, as friends to your now before our reform on this yes, a support group on Emma.
Hey, but we didn't say I don't know about Ghana, but Abroche is not a support group, it's more criticizing. Well, Obian Pesobeka last time I turned downfall because we need
a mindset, and I have me one now phobia a beer. I could say so I played a part and I'm more worried and I am more stable because of their willingness or share. But again, like I said, maybe it's just the approach. Maybe before no, you're commanding.
And sometimes you go and seek help on because obi say na or like obi say maybe nukuna nesa na na or your problem, but no knowing all along you are the problem.
You are the problem, yeah. So I agree. I'm a firm believer too. Yeah. That was why I'm more mindful of circles are woman because
but Shay, what I think is that during counseling, people back open to me and counseling na marriage I think both of you, if you are going to seek for counseling, it should be both of you.
A process. You can start with yourself. It will get to a point. A therapist will advise to say, "Be my partner."
Okay.
Yes. Because again, the flow kind of sometimes but
most times, our bedroom stage be I say most times what we say partner back a prim that come up and or no I won't believe in all what we are saying here, whether counseling, support group, they don't believe in any of them.
Adepa onim trick be a wawari mu pa.
Catch them in.
I'll tell you and everybody else. Sorry, it's a two-way street. Apology, a two-way street. Yeah, I said there be a man and the partner, there be also a man a power battle. Sometimes and also no. A man come my head, say stubbornness a wawari mu no. I na ma feel so much stubborn, but mema come my head didn't say mau. But mema come my head didn't say then. Okay, sorry, change bia. A man come about from. Sorry, it's a two-way street. Apology, it's a two-way street. Any one way. And sometimes you don't have to fail. Say
they're okay on but and sorry, man, whatever is going on.
Then you're not
fun. Well, funny why you know. I don't know fun or not fun why you know that because ese me kama asemo a ne be kan de say ne o guilty ni nkonko pacho yeah oko frɛ we busiafo o ma me mo o se mo betene mu say nkama asemo a the result will be say kojo wanye ni ye pa o yere chow ama wanye ni o pa okunu chow eye mo nko na mo nko bo mo bra
me the self ma conclude say nipa no fa no adwenda that in most cases that's what it is. Most cases our we egu nyina na ba kwa fa no adwen. That's what it is. There's no way about compa no adwen. Our we be go to challenges are
Ebiso anaye long overdue. Ebiso anaye long overdue. Because I no you be or the no you not na 7 years. Na long overdue. Until after that duration e twem no de nipa no afa no ho adwene within that time no. And I hope patch also demonstrate a good behavior. Over there, Suban for Frobiedi. And yes, I will patch on now, keep on doing the same thing. As I'm phone and I'll go soon away.
Oh, that's I'm phone now. That is true, though. That is true.
Because companionship is a beautiful thing. Our a beautiful thing. We in Kuala Free more. Say we say we no hook for my say best friends, you know.
No, say Africans. I think that we don't think beyond in Kuala. We forget say eventually in Kuala Beko and we'll be just left with the two of us. And we have to
get part of Africa will erase you. But say there's the two of us, you know. It was a typical in class of our record, you know, saying. In Crawford will sit our ear. In Crasso for more, Aban or Mu Warrior, or Mumabeju,
they are not
to the farm together.
They are not exposed to most of the things. They are why we go back.
Yeah, and Crasso for our on the year call for together. Berman, do an any no Adrian and no Medidi. Omu your body sense you the Jano Mabefi. The Omaya say they are inseparable. But sitting so our night there, girl or band girls club, Berman so a boys club. Friday, you pretty ladies here meeting, or Muko year weekend, or young console in the squad they cobo golf. Our real force or more young as a couple that. Maybe I am our so no. The only time I'm here unit and say Mabafi, but Mujina Bontens way, what happens? No, yeah, advocate and demonstrate his eyes.
Yeah. That's true. And I said they're okay, no. Kakra no so cry or more demonstrate they're okay. People who said na your friends they are there to discourage you, make certain comments, pass, certain comments a bit discourage you cry from doing that. They were therefore no. They say a man, someone, on the audio, no, maybe not eating the chair. Oh, like there are certain comments. There may be a noun for 4 becca, and I say bed pass, and I tap pass. It won't automatically at a time, no, or at a point, no one to know, or not so a follow. Mass, yes.
Mama,
network.
Mama, mammy addresses are dear. As I'm now kind of. So one try a Sabian to horse Obimbe can was Sembia. Obin to me, come back a crown on Mechanawitch. Unless it's a one which has a sana to horse Nipan, they could tell you in your face what Nipan or no fee say what you are doing wrong. Because it be a walk or sleep, a walk or calm and nothing. And yes, I dear. Obaka no wachi ontumi kakra nhwe wani ma no ontumi kama wonte.
Oh, they will say now for you how one more you're fine to like you fool around a lot.
Papa me pacho mama men kasa kakra. Otie me. In relationship you build it up to marriage. And the kwakusi awie no ho it starts from a point. And in everything we say there is always a first love. In the book of Revelation 2, say Drew baby na ye free akwan so a ye kan scripture ne say yen kan ye kane do yes nyankopon ba be yini kan ye dua afri emu tiemi me no mi enu ye hia baby a ye hia it does not matter. Said ye na me no mi enu abrabo sitie does not matter. After ye hia wie no, whatever happens from the beginning, it is left with me and you to sacrifice to each other without looking elsewhere. And he say me ye bibia ma and now ye bibia ma me na madam fubia na se michocho mucho bibi na no aka che me se bia de me ye no se bi me ye jimi fo no. If you remember the first love and remember the vow you made to sacrifice to me and what I also made to sacrifice to you, I don't think so will be a sema discourage you. And seminu mienu say ye shasia. One thing we should know is said ye shasia no enye saa na be ya kwasema wie e be duru ba bi no ade a me hu wo ho a me de be hwehwe wo no will change at a point. It is left to me say ade na asesa no mekai odo anase promise bi ama me ye wo within me, vow bi ama ye within me. Say even though in your character, in your personality, whatever, if there is any deformity, am I still going to accept it and be with you? Say no ambemua, my dear, bibike tu ebisia. No matter enkonya ye besie, edi aka semono. If the two of you does not decide either to leave or to go, menye sure say sebi ye do tun for kraba mu e de American president kraba mu a aware a entiase enya adwuma na relationship entiase enya adwuma menye sure say some penimfo we num nyina kraba mu a e betimi ai solved. And you know what I know is say in relationship comes with what? Sacrifices. Sesani emano ya mfa nche ya adwi mu a woni obi tena beduru ba bi no obeye na madam fu bi ne kunu te no mote na me kunu nyesa ama me madam fu no say my dear MY until at a point that make say the way in society na say I know obi go into relationship with a mindset or with different ambitions. And you know, or core relationship no at a point who said and then any so our no and as a relationship no ko en sanka no sha see back it off. Today be am catch for say senka enipa beti ho ase a nka I don't think say that word marriage na say our no and ke de to so the moment I was a friend we say contract friendship and I say contract way companionship. Isi anesi basa me do I love you today tomorrow.
Papa I don't know also say new class yeah this marriage don't have contract relationship into some batch
because this time no our no first yeah papa no mutimi worry obi be kan say me na worry 70 years 90 years no now a few and the system nim a few. And you think men of God are not preaching about it? Do you think counselors are not preaching about it? They are preaching about it, but still anything I make
it be about into no office senka sad didn't be tosso more or less about what my worry to me upon any man now say will not make any difference anyway.
I say you could not alter anymore. You say our day for better for worse, and it's a forever thing. And I'm boy. And yes, I need my make you vow no. Sani make you no. But if you don't come, you can't 1 month tempo. and na my brother can say because say na quiet to say our vagina it has become a norm. Obi share the amount involved ma aware be aware. Yen share sa ne man aware timi go at any point in time. Obi go no 1 year. Until why should we name it marriage?
Not just a papa semete wase a aware a ne ewo ho no obi a kwa o na agenda wo de kwa na
with self-interest.
okay
Which clearly shouldn't be the case.
Yes.
The fact now you did two and your mindset you did two sana mono. You're wrong. You're wrong. Because you're done engineers.
se first na de na ka mpanimfo no mo wa mo kware a omo dwene abusua no ho omo dwene daache ho ba se ne de obi adwene no ho obi afa no ho adwene.
Yes, it comes with first no na about with sacrifices. But see no obi adwene de untinu behu at the end of the day no say be ma no na associate ne bi esika kakra woni sa na oba na associate ne esika kakra woni sa ma fe obehu no wanyini no ahya se e fa nkra because we hear ni pa woni nchen. Why? Because one foresee like into the future. Said the for no dream e call echiri hu say that bi wo no ene nipa nwene sa.
Na papa won't say the intinama and that changes number.
Yeah, mechanic said
brainwashing. Brainwashing.
Brainwashing is there, but I want to get this. I want to get here. Sa niema no am nipa free odo. And this will be a bit like I but my dear, that person could just sell you for a penny or for just to have someone. My dear, who bet me no partner tina say I love you or china wa down for be open and all enya a good year meeting no obetimi say wa kire wa down for no to have the person e be a sika no open no obetimi say o ba
ebi mutimi asa
oh my dear, as if I only
Papa, but there a question. Oh, now, what was that? I'm sure say you are saying it maybe worry. Imagine says it's still like God forbid, something happens and you are divorced and I say wife in your home. Don't you think like if you are going to get into a new relationship, you go in with a different set of mind, than when you initially married your wife?
My dear unim bibi. Adia bakwa ewo wiase we mu ne se wo ho. Se adia eye usu no. You can never turn from it. Se minu mienu baby aye nyina ya bedru no. De eye usu a wo de anyina bedru nchen pempen so we no nya obi na ebesesa ho so we ye kromfo a ye betimi do akotena so fufie wa ga akobokro no so fufie so we no de wo kan and de meba obi sa sem e bi ase me fa ne say my wife is no more na say me ni one more don't I think say be me next relationship am call with a different mindset yes and our actually yes say many obi etna ye any be the person is no more there and as nipa no maybe circumstance be nipa no enemy nchen bi mu a me su ana me ne de tie no e dey ntina say me depart from that issue no
there be yes and me patch yes and me may kind of say your intentions of getting into a different marriage, you know. I say before, maybe your mind was clear. You say, you know, you have built your fortune somewhere, you have gotten somewhere, you know. You say, who relationship, you're not just going to settle for anyone. Also, you have an intention of the kind of person you want to be with. You want to protect your investments, you want to protect your peace and all that. And so you're going to have certain, you know, reason. So it's all the same, Anna.
They all cano and so but unim. I don't know. I started from the beginning because to love someone comes with sacrifices. No matter what fortune or whatever you built, so also do nipa now the nipa neba wabrabo moa. You should know say what you have belongs to the person, but to be more any other ho. So ultimately, because obi oh, you wouldn't think say be a nipa ni be na build whatever fortune or whatever thing you have, and now the nipa neba be a nipa no so obano. The person is aiming your fortune. Inti wo na be mu ani ada ho na wase nyame adom say nyame ebibie wani ana obeka ho. That's all.
But me dear, I just feel say you right now, no, maybe when you were in the 20th, when you're in your 20s, no, your intention of getting into marriage and it will be different from now that you are, you know, over 20 years old. You know? That's what I'm trying to say.
My dear, but
I mean, so when I didn't want to say.
And also, what can I say?
That is the truth. Yeah, the truth. When you say the intentions, and before the wiring, it comes to play when in terms of divorce, right?
Yeah.
But say, obi one my expectations are, odi wari mono. So, it has when you right now I get what I want, what I was looking for. Oh yeah. Na me penny panel, not necessarily say na me doni panel and na me panel. But na me expect say me rasta wa we mu a. Metime nya kwan kra akwa abushiri. Metime nya visa, metime kra nya contract, metime nya say menya. Then what?
And remember the brain so like that. And that was another reason because remember the brain approach and let's even Ghana so much divorce, especially in approach, and then they lose half of their assets now. Almost get into a different relationship. They have a different mindset. Well,
yeah, Tanya, come on, sir. Yeah, Tanya, come on, sir.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because Papa Lord Kai, you know, if Usuba shall be a giver, Obi Oha, near all your edition and you know, obey yes, you're too for Christ. This is
yeah, but I don't know, maybe Mom Bremen or Moon is but banner we at certain age, you know, we see say in Remana like the certain age, you know, almost by us.
Omani na daho enye omusuban na asesa
subane de ensesa
enipa o ye giver no ho you continue to be a giver you ade bi on ma it is habitual. When it becomes habitual you die with it. Sometimes when you better me ni papa biem. But my dear, even that moment now, the next minute, you know, you will give.
Fact, yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah.
But I want to say the same thing now. We are in the
because I mean, organic, you know, I call Ghana, no, we can share.
Yeah. And you see, some and the truth of the matter, they say, you're just users, keke. And they are like coming in sheepskin. Some people are just users. And Obisa no so no. Obe tuana mombe brebe yusu obi and still no ogusu chini ni paso just because on you're satisfied. Some people are just users.
And it's the truth.
And when you say omo sano. they've never been successful in life. They never succeed in life. Omo beresa. Ana amebwa.
Adwin sunsum na kuta no. Yeah. De bia no obre. Yeah.
Some people are just users. Yeah, na empire na but they say we shouldn't be in the hands of Obi Yuzi. Some people are just users. Some people are just users.
And then, okay, then I have this question for you. Since I'm winning, why is it that, like, especially African men, so much divorce here, then it's like all of a sudden they have the especially mobile brochure, so I cut the phone as a brochure for no. I mean, let me see, abrof, right? Anna, abrof, hey, it's so much. Abrofono.
Okay.
Abrofono.
Back abrofono.
Omono they are easier. I wish such a make me at the tree with the beer.
Meto tree book amano.
But my
first copy.
Me a fancy. What's I'm doing? What's I'm be see a tree or a brooch?
Oh, sir. Wow.
As madam before you know, I'm a tree. It's more normally when you're on my tree. Oh, yeah. And when I'm not any way because I'm fancy.
No, but you're good.
You know, we can understand what
so
why?
It's I say.
I didn't know like him. Okay, right. Okay, then like him being like especially the ones after 45, men get 50 because after 45 you know when yeah, and that's almost divorce yeah. Now I say no, almost feel say I just said dog a wicked, you know, right? And then they get out. It's like I say, they are all over the place and they don't want to settle down.
My dear, unim baby. It is say nipa na me fan say living tina abo bi aka no with a venom or be reacting in life yes simple for can say me say odo ene de ne ho akodim. And in Africa we know say in relationship few relationships ene ma ho kodim e me ma ho ta kodim pa enti bema a sacrifice ya ne obatna na oba de hyenani a ne ma bebe ne ba ne trim at a point kwebedu we bi no oba say oh menya oba bia akra ba menya ne bone excuse me to say but sa venom no ana adrena abo afa ne trim no settle down he comes to a normal person. It takes only a few people and I make us say I'm the adream born in between because the adream born in a umusu dada into better so but I don't know you end up defiling your own self, destroying your own self. But in the forefront there we there reactions no money and ma be beba obi okorrect me catch no say I didn't na maintenance na me share baby am money team na me come money team na me go but at a point the way reasonable no will come back into his or her
the more was that sometimes we hear more or you more a blood pressure medication some mom.
Flow
so hard you
flow
I said the home at 8 for me na and then next and then I say for wait me aye
flow what was our rejaye home both parties na eja omu trauma bi enkanka be ma we ja ware excuse me to say oba na jenkwala na tan ni ase ono kra onya access to ne ma no then it leaves a residue, a trauma be my immune in both parties. but between the men and the ma, the general population question and maybe so. Why a dream say okay, yeah, where your money at it, you do baby and Kalana Beconaka, me name a year and Kwana become enemy Kunkra. How often I imagine it, Sadia no our real between the men and the one again, sir.
As a
I think
member,
A man again, sir.
Yeah, and by the mostly we head toward our friends. We kind of, start making friendships.
For the rest of my life. Okay, good.
Yeah.
A lot of our rejaya fa pemne ye enika enije ni our re ni mu. Enti no sa our rejaya tia akwa onipa no we di the trimu aye nyoma deny itself of enije. They say na wenya sa freedom no dey na money balance no or ginani e dey balance 12 years of unhappiness in our daily with it now. And every imagine obabi so jawari anso tisi krom edeti anyhow. Anya me man kwa na da sa suban di. Obabi o jawari na excuse me to say the man o peja kakra na o college o no so ti krom. That be obekọ baby abehu no so bus street ne so te say na me man so bus street ne so no. Until you cut across board. But nini na emu no ho. So our real mua try find the balance. Find the balance, no. Send a Papa Lord can say kai o canados or tetedo no. Ye dating at least na mu make time for mummy muko date. Once I'm back to baby, mo worry na wo be mu a. Do you put the case on the side now no kununkwa more enjoy more time together as a couple and it's always about the children. Because sometimes the men they feel left out. She said, "A year crunch check in the view, Mama, man, be neat." And your mother be
that is true, Mom. That is true. Yeah.
I know that we agree with you, Sembano. I think I know that maturity. Sometimes, or baby or home, they catch themselves. You will catch yourself. So, oh no, I have changed. Let me try to be a better wife. But Obabi or home, so they just keep going and going. And also so like once we get married and we start to say having we change. Our mindset and there's so much be home we share now share high hill if we did not on share high hill view and no so affect it. Marriage, romance in
I know you're individual and you have to do the work on yourself.
Yes, I know I'm saying if a woman catches yourself, but sometimes we don't, but we need somebody sometimes we hear who can to motivate you. Maybe you gain weight and maybe the way I now dressed before and you can't wear those amount with self-esteem but if you get a loving, supportive husband, mate, now also encourage you. Let's go for a walk. It's okay. Let's go to the gym. This time we young diet. Diet. This month they and vegetables kakra. It's all encouragement. It's a teamwork.
Oh, okay.
I was over me chamina. I depend me pacho I'm the Matia Mukakra, Masoliana, me Bora, Masona, Matia Mukakana. Mamma question been to my Mayina, and some van to my Miangasa. Na Benuvo Mokasa, Mamse Makumun Mukakra, and because what Mrs. Ezra, also a Casaroso, I'm saying, Santino, me here, I fancy Momoa. Adepa mepacho adeba na baba oba obidi watem na woni ne bakasa na obaka kira wo se samina midin kan ba ha ankamaja wo dadada na machu obasa abia na ka se meme wale wona mempiewo ama na busu be bisare se antisese no open no anasa wo mpem ama obezu obeto so aka say say the adredia so za me fa ne sa oba no awale no odo wo ma na se eku ben vo me ceremony de mo me kakala
Chomeka kakra bi o
machomate
at times no be say no nipa na etimi active fear kakra you obi o ha otimi sense wo enya ni nyina na tesa but ebi o ha etimi sisa otimi sense say bi a wo no
Ofa kwa me so ya peja okasa ni mukakra
you obi o ha
aso kasa na ofempa esa na
okay pato mo kasa say me say ebi o ho no mo a ho okasa omini de oka no ana obi o ho nso a aso no bekasa no na bi ono no sense se wo no mpa no genuinely on enti opeso oyema hu se onye obi a anye eno manyina na se nipa dwene wona komemu a otimi ye bold kachire the other person se wo mehu se ompeme ana ompema asem to obi o reaction no otimi react in a way ma hu se wo mehu se ompeme so memempel but na opewo by sense na dwene ye ne se de wo ye no kire se ompene no pese o yema wa dwen ompese obeyama wo feel more compost no so to say de or the dawo formula to the sense obitima ye ne de opebia eye possible so obi o ha obitima aka we aka sade we nipa kura ni so ono kwa kwhye dem anu osuro de waka no and so feelings no ne de wo hu no or person kasa na wo hu say so aye wadun say wo beja na on fa ho so bet ofa ho pa ana obi on so a o kasa no so eyampa but mostly no omo ka ensem plain say no enye ni nyina na etai ne kure de no kure pa no tanka wo bi ho no to a wo say me ware obiem obi abebusa ne de on card cross so on ware obiem nti no hardly say a bit me abase ampa won pewa na opel how abu pesa wan kasa obeye adwuma bia detective who say we ye sure say the no can no mini ana no mini kakra me ka no
okay back on me that say mo de munyina muka say we have so we dey chat so me say papa be kasa na flow mo me nsa na she that's so why you ready some make baby your brother you here emwa kakra
me pacho metimi akasa kakra
me pacho iti
okay bra kwa me say the okai no baby me no ya again baby so me no ya again san say empanifo se de ahye akoma mu ni adwemu ma na ano ye dey eka openi I don't think say obeko interview so kopa adwuma na obebi wa no akasa na de be free wanu mu aba in the interview no mbeka say a omunim say mwa company no mbeka say o personality ho ya fenti afa wadwuma it is never here or there nti de me catch the me person me ka wa asem we ho nyina ne say one is either say oba no ohun ni say bema no enya ne class. 2 is either say ohun ni say ne ho ye feche no. 3 is either say bia ohun say wanyini che bema no. Na ye wakase bia ye friend say mami bisa chire say the person has no option. It no what the wo aye option. So, sa enipa no matter how long you live with her, e mere bi bedura we den obe disappoint you. Me yonku bi ni na danfu nya ne yiri nya ntokwa. Out of ntokwa no na oba ne ka che ne se akura me no wa wo na nya oba obekwa akọ. so bad did ya grow said the bush for resolve issue no way no see o ebufu ba say say ba mre bi ba ya almost so mutu kwan ya so mko edi eni no na abofra no nya ne ba mpa kasamudu enu ntine nyankopon asem say techrema ekuta tumi eye nkwa ene yewu nti sede obeka no ana sene be free wonu maba no sa na osuban tie do am I polish in any way the one mu waka ntino minu ya bema se odo a wo de do no se ofri se woni ni jai na ebe how ebi pedua unso betim natna but ma wani na ho don't trust such a person 100%. That is my word to you. Men ka sa anko achiri
yo but me the masi ai adibamba cho me fa ho nka ai
okay me respond me there no me na me say be kasa she ba jo obi be ka on the flow okay
I'm sorry if you there.
Yeah, she be kasa sorry bro. Okay, the kind of me person me can in ya my idioma can nyina no. And say yen show awari aye wari no. E di enti kra na ye wari. E odo ye do ye hu nti na ye wari. Nti se ye do ye hu na ye tie hu ase. Na ye nya peace of mind. Enije kakra fine to kakra beba na se ko wie se ane ko du baby na so bi timi bi na no e kasa ansem we ya na mi so wa kasa se na wo te sa ansem no for the first time say kwa na wo ye wo and me say bi mu say e kwa be so no o sifa kan asem no e asem na wo ye serious e ka anase bia wo ne te wo bia mu di agore bia you know abo mo de ho ye no kura no wo aka sakra wo tie sa asem no se na wo si fae endumuja se bi wo kura sorry a se we ade na bedo do na ne gira ho because enya asem a wo se ka kire obi a bi ne te man wo woman ni kwa so ka kwasa asem ne kire obi so won panim pa sebi wo mpe obi mpa sebi wa yenka ema obi enye obi yawo obi ndi ho yawo de mfa ne se won pe wo na wo de na ba wa sebi wo nyansa na wo de na ba but enu kan so obi na no ka sebi wajimi I said minim say my age nyama na my I don't expect you to tell me say adem ye my age me say man sebi ma nyansa de ubetimi afa kwan bi so ayede aka enye de enheti bibiri it is so why papa we no obi na no aka tell say wa de we aye me na me yesi aka me ntimi mana na chese se bi waku sunsu meto unless wo asam na utie na ye wo de de na me ntimi nche was say you de ya
ade pe mo yankasa unim okaya ka say mema no opa wo mo no na nka me de me ya out kura na oka kwesi so say na danfo bi na oda na sepa oni so for mami bi na oda na sepa
me bo na mo kun o ka sa na ebrebe no ka sa na mo kun ana na ko ye de
ye nko me ho na no for flame say opeso obafie na onu me dinko mobi oka pe ma adwene eretani ko back akola wa ko bibi ache na wofa ana metwa enti o de 3 days today no of my fans am bebre kai enti ye wi asam no kula o ana no wofa oka asim sense no e wan fi na no e ba no mum so bum na kasa ni nyam no wadi nka ka ba ko akire me se so no di nka ba bejira go jam dada kura am so kinti sa bi no adamitrim na me kai pa se me wo Ghana no me ma mbia na me nam no ebre bi e ko no na obo mpa ye no bisa oba ya asem se oba ukuni a wo se woni na mi ani wabusua ni dia na wodo no adepa me kan yi na me ni hunu ade wa kontum se me ma me bisa ne mprensa wontuma yi ano o sisi ya wole de ye do ye ho o se da bi enye odo abusua ne do ni ko no se da bi nya sa anu yi no on trese sa 3 days today ye obeka kire se no ofeti ho mu obeka kire se so events on do wale me no mpeme na memma o pe wo mu no na nka me de me ya out ko na so mame no na o share ne se ni kuna ani na me se ne ifunu ani
mame me so wa we be paso no won hu san bi aso won pe won hu san so
adepa me pa ma no mfie mienu wanka bibi wa mama hu san bia wa mama hu san bia sami san bia nkan mitwa so ntam kora because bia be woni
enti dia pa na mebe o dia na wo de ehu na wo de do na wo de jira so ade wire no
adepa esi awale ne kwan wa ana na me mpesa mekọ na masanya san enu nti no ebia na mene no so na som na mesan so fence se ne amesi hu na ne modern bo no ana me so me bo me hu modern me se ya kabo mu a abeboa so tiase ana ma me de pam no mfimi no ansana mfimi no ko san ono ebeka se na danfo bi ono so ma me so mo twotwo odini de ko se be ma we so pen be ma so pen be ma so pen ana so ma me yi se eyeme ana eyiniku na me de mensa kan na minim se me yira me ne be de bi wie ani te minini hu epoboni bia o ma dwene mu woni e
no betina e so no
wo do kwa du be no de ball
okasa wie na no ka se onu de
na wo fa ne be fie no kwa du be no de ball se oba no a report
wa mom kwa du bia na kwa du asmo kan ne se o se ya wale mu ye ni nkomo ye nsere ye nyi bibia na de ba adi o me kwa du ma na anajo ba be du fie anajo me ba na wada ye be de di nkomo one day bia na yakasa ana se
na wada nya ne
o se ne hawa no
oh so you
ba me go wo de wo ne say wo be ba o wo no wo ne say e ya hawo bia ho